No sex, only feel. Are you feeling me? Past couple of days I was sitting calmly, drinking my beers, eating my wurst. And suddenly I realized that tomorrow there is a friendly game between Sankt Pauli and Atalanta. Now yours truly was and is still planning a trip to Atalanta next month. So now that we're having them here, I thought, what the hell? Let's make a video. I did book a stadium tour. I think the stadium is very close to where I am. I have to check them up. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's right over there. Check this out. We have an amusement park. So we have Sankt Pauli versus Atalanta. Between the two, believe it or not, the big team is Sankt Pauli in terms of popularity and world following. Atalanta won the Europa League last year, and boy, did they play good. They totally destroyed Bayer Leverkusen. Check this out. All right. Here we are, mate. So, as I was saying, they totally destroyed Bayer Leverkusen. Now, Atalanta is still a small club, believe it or not. No matter what, no matter how good football they play, and they do play brilliant football, but still, they are Atalanta. They are the small club from Lombardia, the same region of Italy that hosts Milan and Inter. And right next door is Piemonte, which hosts Juventus. We are vlogging with all the celebrities here. This is not Atalanta, it could be, though. Now, what's funny is that despite the success Atalanta has had, in this friendly match between these two, Sankt Pauli is the big club, because the following that this club has is out of this world. Now, the reason Sankt Pauli has this following is not the brilliant football they play. It's basically this whole atmosphere that you see around the stadium in this area where we are walking. Let me walk a little bit because I can almost feel the copyright claim. I will sit back with a man like Elvis here. At least there is no copyright claim with Elvis. He's very silent. So, as I was saying, Atalanta is, despite the quality of football that they're playing, is still the small club, man. Can you believe that? And Pauli, boy, let me tell you, they do sell this politic thing very hard. I don't know if you can read this. Kultur über Profit. Culture above profit. I'm all into that. This is beautiful. This fine gentleman here is a supporter of Eintracht Frankfurt. Now, what's funny is that they are friends with Atalanta. Hi. You speak English?
Very good.
You come tomorrow?
No.
Tomorrow is friendly, Sankt Pauli with Atalanta.
I don't know.
Your team is friend with Atalanta.
Yes, I know.
You know, eh?
Yeah, no.
I was wondering if you were coming. Not coming. There's stickers everywhere. Fuck the Tories. This is so Liverpool, man. Check it out, man. We have our bomb. And this here is Sampdoria. So Samp has many different ultra groups. One of them, Rude Boys and Girls, are friends with Sankt Pauli, which, if you ask me, it's quite funny because at the same terrace, the Gradinata Sud, you have the Sampdoria fans who are also friends with Hellas Verona And trust me, Hellas Verona don't like St. Pauli. It's weird what's happening with the fan friendships. Boy, do I love these graffitis, man. Check them out. So this is Beck. Beck was the figurehead of the Sampdoria ultra movement, and he passed away some years ago. St. Pauli actually won the second Bundesliga 2. They actually won it. Can you believe that? I think it's their first trophy, let's say, something like that. FC St. Pauli gegen Nazis. I very much agree on saving the hostages. What I don't agree with are thousands upon thousands of dead kids. Now, St. Pauli had a friendship also with Glasgow Celtic. I'm not sure if they still have. When they manifested their support with what Israel does, Celtic were furious. I mean, they made a banner calling them hipsters and stuff like that. It was, it was weird. Another interesting fact is that St. Pauli had a lot of fan clubs all over the world, mainly because of the politics. Now, when they showed their support for Israel, for example, the Greek fan club dissolved. I mean, they stopped supporting the club. They could not accept the fact that because of the German guilt, let's say, their left-wing friends were blind, let's say, to what was happening. So what is she saying about Bayern?
Played here 2002 and was local champion, European Champions League winner and so on. And they played against Pauli and
They lost.
Pauli won 2-1, and that's the original.
Oh, that one.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
2-1 and
Yeah. Thanks.
8 Minuten verankert. Woher ich die 8 Minuten weiß? Ja. Gut, ich weiß nicht, wie das da auch wirklich aufläuft oder auf der Zäune und sonst was vollhängt und dann haben wir. Bei uns geht es eigentlich. Wir haben diese Lagen. Das hier ist die stehen, seit heute Morgen hier noch nicht.
Can you believe this changing room? Look at this one.
Wir reden beim Fußball über Millionen. Ne? Unser Stadionnamen könnten. In diese Richtung. Und alle müssen hier. Kommt ihr hier rein? Ich kenne die Initiativen, das sind für mich, das ist zwar schon ein Unternehmen, aber ich auch mit Volunteers dementsprechend. Und es macht den Fakt. Das weiß ich.
This is basically the St. Pauli Ultras stand. Tomorrow we will be sitting over there with Atalanta, that is. Check it out, man, it's beautiful. However, let me tell you, man, this is boring. I mean, this lady is moving us around like a shepherd. Let me tell you, if you go to Anfield, they basically make an introduction and then they let you free to take your time and everything. In English. It is what it is, man.
Das machst du nicht, wenn du nächstes Jahr nicht mehr vorhast, diese VIP-Loge zu haben. Ja, aber das ist das, was ich vorhin meinte. Ich glaube,
So what do you think about the VIP sector of Milan Tour?
die 400.000 Dollar, das sind die komisch. Ja. Aber, ja, und das Ding ist, und da wird das dann wirklich.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Check out this graffiti, man. Burning police car and the old folks eating their ice cream. Let me tell you, you don't see this in a town field. You do see it in Athens. When I first heard of this club, this is what I heard. Decision by the city hall to demolish all these buildings. And basically how the squatters and the people of the area revolted against it, actually. Using all this stuff. Let me tell you, this is the Sankt Pauli Museum. You don't find this stuff in the Liverpool Museum. You find cups, but still. Check it out, man. I've never seen the banners of one of the supporters group being in the museum. I mean, look at this, man. This is insane. This is the media.
Fußballprofi. Ich will es mal so formulieren. Nicaragua, Hafenstraße, Fußballprofi.
Check out the banners of AEK, of my club. So imagine being a player, getting in this office with these guys. To sign your contract, having the Jolly Roger on top of your head. Right, so apparently that building over there is a bloody bunker, which you can visit. All right, we're on it. So these are the pitches where the kids were playing. This is where we were before. That is Minotaur. And here's that. Scary, isn't it? Now this thing is absolutely massive, man. I mean, it's certainly the biggest in Hamburg, and It was built back in 1942 to provide refuge for some 19,000 people. In 1943 there were air bombings by the Allies and 25,000 people took refuge here. It's insane. Now, as for today, besides a spectacular viewpoint, this bunker hosts galleries, multiple nightclubs, the roof garden. What a thing, man, this bunker. The more I look at it, the more huge it seems. I love your mom. I love yours. Check out these graffitis, man, I mean. This is the Jewish cemetery of Altona. Altona, I guess it's called in German. Our ticket, mine and yours, that is with Atalanta supporters. I found out about this 3 days ago, can you believe that one? So when I first searched for a ticket, the only thing I could find with Sankt Pauli was at the VIP section, which, I mean, you saw it today, right? It looks spectacular. But since I like both teams, I decided to take a €10 ticket for Atalanta. I wonder how many fans of Atalanta will show up. Anyway, more on Atalanta and St. Pauli tomorrow. Bye-bye, see you soon. Check out this idiotic Hamburg weather, man. Back in 1835, a theater was constructed on this very street. Some 160 years later, said theater has become the squatter's paradise. I mean, look at this masterpiece, man. Check out Rote Flora, man. What's interesting is that Flora actually resisted every effort of the city hall to take it down. Kudos to them. Some years back, the backside of the building was taken down. This caused, however, a massive reaction from the people in Rote Flora. They have been a subject of criticism, though, because when the whole conflict started in Israel, they took almost unanimously the side of Israel. Now, is it understandable the way the Germans think about this whole thing? Absolutely. I mean, for the people in Germany, it wasn't, I mean, the World War II was not a small thing. I mean, still, they are not over it. I wonder if anyone is, to be fair. Check out the sheer size of this church, man. Now, if you were looking for an example of what the war can do, it's basically this church. No man in the whole world can change the truth. One can only look for the truth, find it and serve it. The truth is in all places. In other words, there are many truths out there, mate. So, be careful. The only thing what remains is basically this tower, which, by the way, is huge. Well, it's been the first 10 minutes that it hasn't rained, which can only be a good thing. The silhouettes of the Beatles. Check it out, man. This is the river Elbe. This river is what makes Hamburg the third biggest port in Europe. I mean, it's huge. The origin of the river are the mountains of the Czech Republic. And it moves along the entire width of Germany until it reaches the North Sea. If I'm not mistaken, between Hamburg and the Elbe Delta of the North Sea, it's something like 90 kilometers, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. It's huge. The thing is huge. And because of that, this humongous port is basically built on its banks. We even have submarines. That over there is apparently a museum, but we don't need to get in because we did that in Pearl Harbor. Go watch it. Check this out, man. Second Bundesliga. I mean, you have to admit it's funny that Sankt Pauli actually won the league and got promoted, and Hamburg did not. And stayed down. Now, the people of Sankt Pauli are quite proud of their underwater tunnel that crosses the river Elbe. Let's go and have a look. And while we do that, let me explain to you how I feel about Sankt Pauli. The existence of such a football club came into my attention when I was a kid. When I was listening on the radio, one of the producers mentioned Sankt Pauli, and he mentioned the wooden scoreboard with the person who is changing the score, the Gegenrechts attitude, and the human rights activism. When I was younger, all these sounded very, very exciting, man. Fight for the rights of black people, fight for the rights of homosexuals, of immigrants, of anybody. Now that I'm older, I came to the conclusion that this is the bare minimum. All of it should be granted by our societies. And it's not. We shouldn't even be fighting for all of that. Which one is yours?
Stecken.
Yeah.
So,
And what is it?
football club.
Which one?
Freiburg.
Oh, you're from Freiburg?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. You like Pauli?
Yes, it's good club.
Is it? My team is friends with Pauli.
Which club?
AEK Athens.
Where is this from? Which one?
How dare you? Greece. AEK.
Ah,
Cheers. How dare he not know Athens? Bloody hell. It's cool, isn't it? We're underwater. That guy's team, Freiburg, totally destroyed Olympiacos last year. But the problem is that because of that destruction, they changed the manager, and the new manager got them the Conference League in our house, man. Can you believe that? The horror. Anyway, good for them. We are here. What the fuck is here? What I see is a wall. You lot have a lot better perspective than me. wow. If we're honest about it, the very nature of football is not very much a human rights one. So, yeah, St. Pauli, as long as they are true to themselves in all matters and not distinguish between them like they do in the last period. All right, how are we all feeling? Now the weather is a little bit better. As you can see, we are heading down to Millertor. The game starts in about an hour and a half, so we will have some time to check on the atmosphere. What do we reckon, man? Living the life of a football tourist, man. Can you believe that? Let me tell you, man, this combination between the amusement park and the fans is a spectacle. Atalanta, I mean, it's one of the first Italian teams actually to have noticed, especially because they are of their support. I mean, they are quite famous in Italy. The team is, the club is famous now because of the success, but back then it didn't have any success. Trust me on that. They were moving like an elevator between Serie A and Serie B. And their supporters, however, that was a different animal, man, let me tell you.
Figa, via, Ultras Atalanta. La mia ritmo fa.
And if any of you search online what was the biggest derby or the biggest clash in Italy back in the 90s or 2000s, Atalanta Brescia is right over there, let me tell you, man. Brescia and Atalanta. We will talk a little bit more about them next month when I get to Italy. So I have to go 2 times left. This thing is horrendous, man. Right, so check this out. We need to go there. And we were there. So we are alone with at least 20 stewards. This is basically the enemy of Pauli. Well, that's your Sankt Pauli team. Check out Atalanta, man. These are the holders of the Europa League, man. Hi, Lukman. Check out Sankt Pauli, pro-Palestine. Who would have thought? And the stewards take it down. Alex is a Liverpool fan, man. Atalanta, oh. Vincerà, vincerà, fidati sempre presenti. Via e la polizia nella mia città.
Und auch von euch verabschieden wir uns und hoffen, dass wir uns hier am Sonntag
Well, that was it, I guess. 3-0, man. Doesn't really matter. It's not a friendly. Just remember that next week they are facing Real Madrid. Atalanta, that is. In the Super Cup final. Little Atalanta against Real Madrid, man. Can you believe that? Insane. Best of luck to them. NYPD, man.